Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups.
And it's safe to say this game will be won or lost on the boards.
Well, it's how these teams control the game and get themselves extra possessions.
Well, not only that, but limiting their opponent's possessions. That'll be a huge key in this one.
Now here's Ionescu. Shoots. Wilson pulls it down. To the inside. Gray. And fouled hard that time. And she hit 2 shots at the line.
And when you think of the ideal floor general, Chelsea Gray might be the first person that comes to mind.
Well, just look at what she's accomplished. Multiple WNBA titles, a Finals MVP award. It's hard to find a more seasoned veteran leader at this point.
Well, Gray shows effort and intensity on both offense and defense. I'd say she's one of the better two-way players in the league.
Now here's Cloud, and the basket by Ionescu. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now here's Young. She's guarded closely. Jonquel Jones with the block. Outside Stewart. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
She gets it in there. Here's New York now. It's a 3-point game. Cloud outside. Pass to Stewart. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Wilson with it, defended by Stewart. Jones right side, and Jonquel Jones gets double teamed. Sabrina Ionescu from outside misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. Pass to Gray. Young. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
3-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And Jones gets it to go.
Takes great angles when crashing the glass. Jones has mastered the art of rebounding.
Now here's Gray, covered by Ionescu. Gray right side. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound, but they get it back. Wilson left side. Lloyd. Gray defended by Stewart, and she comes up with the deuce.
Such a pretty shot. You love to watch it. Gray's got one of the most pure jump shots in the league.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in 3-point range.
And in 2023, Asia Wilson won her 2nd straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships, but Asia led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
And guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Now here's Jones. Stolen by Chelsea Gray. Pass to Young. Finished off the break.
In transition, Young has fantastic finishing ability. A nose for the bucket, looks to run.
Now here is Ionescu. Gray defending. Here's Stewart. And it's blocked by Jewel Lloyd. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession.
And you gotta be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this one.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that, it goes a long way. It establishes the attitude you want.
Five on the clock. Sabrina Ionescu, plenty of space. Nice open look, but it's no good. Up top, Young. Gray outside. Shoots the three. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter. Gray won't think twice about shooting from outside.
And again, it's the Liberty missing. The Aces with the lead. Pass to Wilson. Over Stewart. Again, Las Vegas.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 6. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside.
Lloyd from long range. New York with the rebound. Loud outside. Shot's good by Jones.
Found the soft spot in the D right there.
And here are the Aces now. 3-point lead. Pass to Wilson. Over Stewart. And it's Wilson missing.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
3-pointer Brianna Stewart. After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch 4.
Pass to Stokes. Now here's Wilson, defended by Stewart. Wilson with the bucket.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Inside, here's Stewart. Up and in on the layup.
There are so many skills Ionescu has offensively, but her feel for the game, knowing when to dish it, it's just simply incredible.
Here's Stokes. From 17 feet out, and Wilson gets it to go.
She presents a defender with a serious challenge, pretty much always.
Pass to Ionescu. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Las Vegas. And here is Gray. Now here's Wilson. 6 to shoot. Gray. Over Ionescu. A rebound by Brianna Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Gray outside. Here's Stokes, guarded by Jones. Gray outside. Lloyd. Offensive rebound. Pass to Young. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the triple.
Oh, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Outside Stewart. The kick out to Ionescu. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. And here is Lloyd. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Outside Young. Wilson sets a screen. Shoots from the high post. Drained for 2 points.
I love that shot from Young. Make defenders worry about the entire floor, not just the paint and the threes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Now here is Stewart. She has 7. New York, no good that time either.
And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
Now here is Ionescu. 8 points for her. Trying to get back on track. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Ionescu. Back to Cloud. Here's Jones. And good that time.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Gray, covered by Ionescu. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's Jones. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Aces on top. They lead by 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
Gray defending. To the middle. It's stolen by Tiffany Mitchell. The rebound by the Liberty.
There was not a ton of congestion in the lane, and she could have done better for sure.
Solidly the screen. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Mitchell outside. Back to Gray. Screen by Gustafson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Gray missing.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Yep, that goes.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
To the middle. Gustafson gets the bucket.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Gray defending. Pass to Jones. Gets it to go from downtown.
A gifted shooter for a player her size, Jones is a matchup nightmare.
Gray outside. Evans. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Jones. And she hits it to tie up the game.
Total dominance by Jones tonight. She loves getting to her spots and finding her rhythm.
On the wing, Dana Evans. Screen by Gustafson. Evans misses. On offense, here's the Liberty. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Solidly the screen. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Back to Mitchell. Bangs home the trifecta.
So comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. When Mitchell gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
Outside Evans. Launches it. It doesn't go for her. Covered by Gustafson. The three. Good. First shot, first basket.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Here's Gray. Connects. The jumper drops.
And one of the best free agent signings of late, Chelsea Gray going to Las Vegas.
I mean, you talk about a game changer. The Aces have been the #1 seed in each of her first 3 years in Sin City, winning 2 titles over that span. Gray's been a huge part of the success in Las Vegas.
If Mitchell gets to the rim, she's usually going to convert. She's such a skilled finisher.
Pass to Davis. Now Jones. Davis. The three is up. And again, it's New York with a three.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Mitchell with it. Picked up by Sabali. Mitchell outside. Here's Evans. Misses the three.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Pass to Sabali. Lets the three fly. Tipped away.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Here's Gustafson. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
New York leading. Pass to Davis. Now Sabali. Covered by Gustafson. And that one's good. Burt.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Evans. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
A smart player. Gray plays to her strengths and generally makes quick and precise decisions.
Davis with it. Evans covering. Pass to Berg. Sabali. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
That one on Gustafson.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
And as you watch the continued development of the WNBA, it feels like length matters a lot these days.
Well, you're seeing teams putting a major emphasis on getting longer players. It really helps you on the defensive end.
Oh, yeah. With how skilled players are these days and the amount of threes teams take, length can certainly neutralize that.
And Jackie Young, a talented
Timeout.
guard who scores at such an impressive clip.
New York calls timeout. To the inside. Young with the steal. Pass to Lloyd. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. She's off on that one. The Liberty Trail. Here's Ionescu. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Excellent release from mid-range. Ionescu has a gift for getting to her spots offensively.
Pass to Gustafson. Wilson outside. It falls for her 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
A strong combination of finesse and skill. And look, when Wilson's rolling, keep feeding her the ball.
Cloud can't get it to go. Pass to Young. Lloyd. She's covered by Cloud. Lloyd, no good. And here's Cloud. Back to Stewart. Ionescu. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
You want to talk about a well-rounded player? Sabrina Ionescu can really do it all.
And we knew this about her early on. She was the only player in college basketball history, male or female, with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists. I mean, think about that for a moment. She is a special, special talent.
The Aces making a switch.
You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
Now here's Wilson. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next. That's on Natasha Cloud.
Well, when you're guarding an inventive scorer like Wilson, it's always important to stay disciplined. Maybe next time, defense.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Phoebish. Ionescu. Picked by Jones. Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart drains the three-pointer.
Well, capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself that time.
There's a screen. Now Wilson. Double team on Asia Wilson. Chelsea Gray for 3. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Phoebish. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Stewart. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And while Brianna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title, you took in college, internationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
Wilson, Young, on the wing, Jewel Lloyd. They set the pick. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Stewart with the bucket. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
I love the 2-for-1. Every opportunity counts.
Outside Young. And the Aces, another 3.
Strong awareness from Wilson. She knows that opponents lock in on her, so she's happy to dish and keep her teammates involved.
Cloud. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul.
It goes on Asia Wilson. This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Natasha Cloud. 2 shots.
She's off on the first.
Well, what you love about Natasha Cloud, she walks the walk both on and off the court. Her voice is very strong.
Pass to Lloyd. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, no luck on that one. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Aces ahead. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Chelsea Gray just dominant in this game.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Wilson outside. Young. That's good, and it's Asia Wilson with the assist.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Phoebish. Stewart up top. Clock at 6. Picked by Jones for 3. Offensive board. Here's Phoebish. Guarded by Young. Phoebish with the bucket.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Here's Wilson. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. Ionescu. Gray defending. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Wilson. And it's New York with another.
Well, Stewart doesn't hesitate when she gets a look she likes. She gets her feet set quickly and shoots with confidence.
Wilson outside. Back to Gray. Wilson outside. Wilson sets a screen. Young's shot is off.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Pointer Brianna Stewart. Brianna Stewart can't get that one to fall. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Double team on Asia Wilson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
And the Liberty call time here. Now, guys, late in the game, you need a hoop. Who are you going to?
I'm going with Brianna Stewart. She's been huge in the finals. Plus, at her height, she's getting a good look almost every time.
All right, this is going to shock you, Brian and Blake, but I agree with Brian. I mean, we've seen Stewie win every title, and she steps up in those big moments.
New York, no good that time either. Young with it, picked up by Stewart. Outside Lloyd, tries to snap the cold streak, and another miss by Las Vegas. Inside, pass to Ionescu. And no good, had a chance to take the lead. Now here is Lloyd. She's covered closely. Lets it fly, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
The sick handles of Lloyd, and it works well in the two-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Now here's Cloud. She's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Pass to Gustafson. And she makes good on the layup.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
The Liberty trail. Ionescu left side. And here's Stewart.
Covered by Gustafson.
That gives them the lead.
Keeping the defense honest. Cloud forces them to pay attention to her out there.
And Chelsea Gray, here we go. Count that one. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Brianna Stewart from outside. It's rebounded by Young. And here are the aces now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Nifty move. It's a deflection.
Way to stay alert and grab the long rebound.
Pass to Jones.
Phoebish.
Ionescu has it. Gray defending. Here's Stewart. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. Three-point play.
You know, when you look at Sabrina Ionescu, one of the highlights for her in the offseason, competing against Steph Curry in a three-point contest. That was fun.
It was also special for NBA and WNBA fans. The event took place during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and Sabrina held her own, recording a score of 26 to Steph's 29.
Well, when you talk about Jackie Young, she has the ability to put the team on her back. Young is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Phoebish.
Just 5 on the clock. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Here's Jones. That misses off the backboard. The Aces leading. Now Lloyd. She's got 7. Young. And the shot is good.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
Loud outside. And a miss there on the triple. Now the Aces with it. Pass to Lloyd. From outside the arc. No good there. Stewart with the ball. Ionescu outside. Good. And Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Zero hesitation on Ionescu's shots. She's pretty much got it all picked out so that once she gets the ball, she's automatic.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
And Jackie Young came into this league as a good passer, but she's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and as her scoring continues to improve, so does her playmaking. That makes her very difficult to defend with the ball in her hands. She's already fulfilled her immense potential.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 21. Burke started by Young. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
And that one's good. Gray.
This is who Gray is. A terrific shooter who seeks payback when you drain one on her squad.
Pass to Burke. Stewart. There's a screen. From deep. Hits it from 3-point range.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Gray. 20 points for her. Jackie Young from outside. The rebound by the Liberty.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Phoebish.
And the layup falls.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
And the Aces call time here.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
Now here is Stewart. 24 points for her. To the paint. Here's Savali.
Gustafson with the rebound.
The Aces trailing. Here's Evans. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. Pass to Burke. Now here is Stewart. Good on the triple.
An offensive juggernaut. Once Stewart gets a few to fall, you know she's feeling it.
Here's Bell. Guarded by Jones. Gray with it. To stop the run. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. She's taken just 10 shots.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Basket counts.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
Outside Evans. Back to Gray. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. New York in the lead. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Johannes. She's covered by Mitchell. Here's Stewart. Las Vegas grabs the miss. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Liberty. They lead by 5. And we're set to start up the action in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Now here is Lloyd. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Young. That's in there. Tiffany Mitchell with the assist.
Tremendous vision from Mitchell to spot the wide open teammate. That kind of unselfishness is contagious.
Here's Harrison, and she can't bank that one in. Down low. Young shot's good. It's all knotted up. Here's Ionescu. To the inside. Harrison gets the bucket.
Great footwork by Harrison, so active. A very nice pick-and-roll partner who will cut hard.
Three-pointer, Jackie Young. And the ace is another 3. Here's New York now. Loud outside. Out to the wing. Pass to Ionescu. Three-pointer. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Outside Young. It's rebounded by Sabali. And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Ionescu can't get it to go.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Loud outside. Pass to Sabali. Burt guarded by Young. Here's Ionescu. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Hits the three-point bomb.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
Sabali. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And now both of these teams really in a groove here late.
Yeah, and this game was already high scoring, but they've really taken it to another level here down the stretch.
Such a treat to watch, Brian.
To the middle. Here's Cloud. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Love the take from Cloud right there. Not letting the defense deter her.
New York with the rebound. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this 4th quarter. Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Ionescu. Cloud. Off target from outside. Here's Young. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
The foul drawn by Young, it's hard to keep her in front of you, and that opens up so much more of her game.
The Aces making a switch.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023. The first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
Pass to Stokes. Young. There's the triple. And here's Gustafson. Connects from three-point range.
She really had her eyes open. It's just good vision when you can see the open shot outside and get it to your teammate that has that look.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu buries the long-range jumper.
Asia, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Jackie Young from outside. Kept alive.
Jackie Young on the wing.
Another shot. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. The Liberty trail. Here's Bebish. Stokes with the rebound. And it's the Aces with the ball. Pass to Lloyd. Puts the move on. The shot comes out. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Here's Bebish. Covered by Gustafson.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Lloyd with it. Pass to Gustafson. Young. Good.
Jackie Young.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Ionescu, and they pick up 2.
She just exudes the love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything she does on the court, off the court. She lives and breathes basketball.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. The Aces making a switch. And here are the Aces now. It's a 1-point game. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. From downtown, here's Wilson. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
Gotta appreciate the hustle. Wilson doing whatever she can to keep possessions alive.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
You have to respect how Jonquel Jones has continually upped her game.
Well, she never seems satisfied with her game, does she? Even after she won Most Improved Player, she just kept working to get even better. And the results speak for themselves, as she eventually won League MVP.
Lloyd up top. Shoots over Cloud. Lloyd, no good.
Early on, she tried to shoot her way out of this funk, but now that it's later in the game, I think she might want to just give it up and look for her teammates to do the bulk of the scoring.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Cloud. To take the lead. Out of bounds. Liberty ball as New York keeps possession. Now here's Jones. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Three-pointer Jackie Young. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
The pick by Jones. Three-pointer Brianna Stewart. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Outside Lloyd. Soft touch off the glass.
You love to see how Jewel Lloyd never backs down. She goes on the attack and finds the big bucket.
Cloud outside. Back to Ionescu. Takes the 3. The rebound by Asia Wilson. The Aces with the lead. Pass to Young. From past the arc, buries it from three-point range.
A pretty savvy passer. Lloyd knows how to spot those open opportunities.
Timeout called the Liberty. Young with a strong contribution so far in this one.
She is absolutely on fire. They need to regroup, figure out a way to cool her down during this timeout.
Pass to Ionescu. Young with the steal. Gray outside. Inside. Wilson. That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective close in.
Ionescu misses.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Up top, Cloud, covered by Lloyd. Count that bucket.
That little floater game is so important for a point guard, and Cloud plays to her strengths.
And here's Gray. Here's Wilson. She can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Fearless at the finish. Ionescu is one of those players that just thrives in clutch moments.
Pass to Wilson. Lloyd. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And that is a crushing blow to the hosts. They were back in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving the 3 points back.
And as soon as that bomb went through the bucket, the air just went right out of this building, completely deflated.
Ionescu gets the bucket.
What a terrific night for Sabrina Ionescu, showing off her abilities as a natural-born scorer.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Aces with possession. They've led by as much as 10. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Natasha Cloud. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time, and she really wanted that one. Asia Wilson grabs the board. Pass to Stokes. Gray. So the Aces win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really